time our like 50th episode comes around, like your wallet is gonna be destroyed.
Oh my gosh, dude!
What's up, man?
You guys sound so much better in the mic than you do in real life.
I know. What's up, man? How's it going?
Hey, Carlos, are you saying that I sound terrible in real life?
Yes.
Wow.
Aww.
I'm sorry. I just had to cry right there. It's bad.
Nathan cries like that at least once every podcast. I don't want you to do it again. Nobody wants to do it again. All right, Nathan, how are you doing, man?
I am doing okay, actually.
Actually?
Yeah. I don't have a job yet. I'm still unemployed, which sucks.
Okay.
I don't like being unemployed because I don't have any money.
Yeah.
I'm going to cry again. I'm sorry.
I told you not to do it a second time.
I'm sorry.
And here you are doing it a third time. Oh, my gosh. Besides that, how's it going?
It's going all right.
You guys downsized your garages today?
Yeah, dude, there was so much stuff my mom has, man. My mom has so much stuff in garages. We actually had 3 garages. We downsized to 2 like 6 months ago. And then when they raised the price from $90 a month to $120 a month, we were like, no, we're just doing one
Didn't
garage.
you say at one point you had 3 garages?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just said that, Carlos.
How do you
I
have
had 3
Bro, I swear you said at one point you had 3 garages. No, that wasn't part of this conversation.
Sorry, I was like so focused on like right here. I was so focused on. Oh, by the way, that acoustic paneling is not up.
Hey guys,
It's A-okay, bro.
just we'll have a picture of a broken PT Cruiser covering up for
the entire episode?
For that entire episode.
Please.
I could make it happen.
Please,
Right,
dude,
so
please do that.
yeah.
Oh
Just
my God. Please do that.
You're gonna have to don't do it from the very start of the recording. Do it from when I just mentioned and pointed up here to where the paneling is supposed to be. Okay, future
Yeah,
Carlos.
we're
I
gonna-
know
we're-
you better put in the work.
No,
We're
no,
gonna
no.
actually make Carlos work. What the heck?
Point and have like a 3-second delay.
And then put over Nathan's face.
I basically like switch it over like halfway through.
Yeah.
All right, and in the middle corner here, and there's no such thing as a middle corner, we have Joshua. Ooh. Joshua Jimenez.
This is the first time in my entire life.
Beautiful boys.
That was like the first time in my entire life I think you've ever called me Joshua.
And with complete intention, by the way, with complete
Let's
intention.
go.
Yeah, because everyone
go,
besides for Nathan and me, right? You said pretty much besides Nathan and me call you Carlos.
That's right. So
Also, do you want a thingy? Because yours is right next to a computer, and I don't want that to be knocked over on accident. Yeah.
okay, so the story behind that.
Hey,
So
can you make sure this is close real quick?
Sorry, guys. Equipment is expensive nowadays. Like you gotta know this. It is. Wow! I almost hit my kneecap.
It's the
Wow.
water corner. It's the water corner.
In the water corner, we
Hey,
have water.
Hey, shake your money maker.
okay, so the story behind why there's got to be like a weird like cognitive dissonance between like my friends who listen to this podcast and who know me as Josh.
Yeah. Well,
So-
doesn't he look more like a Carlos though?
So I totally look like a Carlos, but but
Actually, sounds kind of racist.
It's not. No,
But have
come
you-
on.
Doesn't he look like a Carlos?
Ethnicity aside, I guess you wouldn't be able to answer the question then. You have to put ethnicity into the question, so you'd have to be kind of racist.
No, true. But that's
True, you're racist, Kyle, but it's fine because you answered
okay.
the
So
question
here's
correctly.
the thing. No, Nathan took the racist
Yeah.
test and found out he wasn't racist. Kyle was not taking the racist test.
Don't pull it up. You don't want to
hey
know.
man.
You
Hey,
don't
that's true. That's true.
We'll find out.
The only white person in the room. You better take the test.
We'll find out.
You take a racist man.
Speaking of that,
They will be. I swear, if they don't play that song.
okay, so check.
Dude, they
they're
have
going to.
to.
That's like the most
They have
popular
to.
song.
Yeah.
So,
Mortal Man.
so
Put him
that
in- put him in control.
that meme comes from like the opening riff of Symphony of Destruction by
Yeah.
a band called Megadeth. Now, here's something interesting. So, Megadeth is actually coming to Ridgefield here in a couple weeks, and it's a very interesting lineup. So, like the first band going on is
It's all
Fire from the Gods. Then there's the Who, which is great. You know, they're a Mongolian
I would say-
throat singing band. But
Wait.
the Who, HU.
Oh, I thought you meant the Who, as in
No.
the all-time
Dude,
classic.
that's exactly what I
band.
thought you meant. I thought you meant like
Why
the
would
Who.
the
for
Who
the
still be
1960s.
playing with Megadeth?
I don't know. I was stoked. I was like, I didn't, bro. I didn't question the whole time. I didn't question. I was like, I'm gonna go see the Who,
Dude,
and
me
they're
too.
not headlining.
Bro,
Imagine, okay, There's no universe where the WHO is opening for Five Finger Death Punch.
Five Finger Death Punch is the main act over the Who.
Over the Who and over Megadeth.
And over Megadeth?
Dude, all right.
That's more mind-blowing. That's more mind-blowing.
So that would suck even more if the Who was playing and they were playing over that. That would just piss me off even more than it already is because because like you mentioned, Five Finger Death Punch is the headliner.
Over Megadeth.
Which makes no sense at all.
Megadeth, they're way more talented. They've been playing for way longer. They paid their dues.
Yeah.
And Five Finger Death Punch only has like one heavy song. The rest is like bro rock.
I don't need to even know anything about Five Finger Death Punch to talk smack about them because they sound like every other like forklifter rock a radio song station that you've ever heard.
It does.
It's like, if I want to hear that, I'll just listen to freaking 95.5 whatever.
Exactly. The Coov Dad Rock.
The Coov Dad Rock. Dad Rock.
I've actually
Dad Rock.
I short-sighted myself there. I actually listened to probably over like 20 of their songs, and they do all sound the same. Besides for that's not Breaking Bad. Sorry. What's their main song?
The Breaking Bad theme song.
Bad Company.
Bad Company, not Breaking Bad. Thank you. Bad Company.
Breaking Bad. I broke bad.
Breaking. Is that like the Drake and Josh theme song? But it's like
I am the one who knocks.
What song is that?
Breaking
I am the one
Bad.
who knocks. Bad Company.
Breaking Bad.
I was memeing Bad Company.
But that doesn't sound anything. Well,
Breaking Bad.
I can't deny. Yeah.
Breaking
Bad. You're singing it in major, though.
Was I?
Yeah. Or Nathan was just throwing me off. He's like,
Breaking Bad.
It's so bad, my singing.
Breaking Bad.
We can rewind it and listen to it. If
No,
we want.
I mean we can, but I mean it's
at a later
The
time.
thing is, I actually do really like that song.
Yeah. Also, real quick, is it recording?
Duh.
We've been recording, bro.
Cool. Bro, I just want to double
your big eyebrow butt cheek.
Hey, now this has happened twice where we hit record and it would just
recorded only once a taste. Only once a taste.
You only get a taste.
Just
you
taste.
only got a taste of me messing up.
Taste.
You only got one taste of me messing up.
One taste. Uno tastillo. I don't know how to do. What is taste in Spanish?
You could just ask him how to say it.
Carlos, how do you say taste in Spanish?
Hold on.
Let me Google it real quick.
Taste in Spanish. Gusto?
Bro, let me Google this stuff
Come
real quick.
on, there's no way you don't know how to say that.
No. So I've never had to use the word taste. I use like the word like try, provar.
But okay.
You
could use that, right?
Excuse me.
I would probably want to use taste, but gusto doesn't sound right because gusto means like
only a
pleasure.
gusto. No,
sounds so white.
It's really white. Yeah,
only gusto.
It's
maybe muestra.
What?
No más uno muestra.
That sounds accurate. I like that.
Man, that sounds accurate.
Tu ganas un muestra.
I mean,
no más uno muestra.
As long as he rolls his R's on at least one word, I'll probably believe him. He's 100% BSing us right now. All right, so I've been like
Spanish flamenco.
Okay, so
Flamenco peaking.
I don't.
You're throwing me way off.
Flamenco peaking.
I know. Give me 1 second here. I'm gonna pull up my notes because I've literally had, I'm saying it every single time it happens because I'm not supposed to have 12-hour days at the post office. The post office is supposed to.
Tell me what the post office.
No, I'm not going to go into it. I'm not going to go into it. I've had a lot of hours that I shouldn't have had. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah.
So I've been working too much, and I want to dedicate more time towards the pod, and I haven't been able to. So literally the only research. And well, hold on. Let's back up. I got married on Monday, so that's kind of.
Dude.
Okay, so
that's what took more of my time.
So real facts. Does she listen to this podcast?
No, I don't think she does.
Can we talk crap about the wedding or no?
Yes. Oh, you know what? Feel free.
What happened?
Carlos said that he would save his gripes for
post-wedding.
Some of those gripes.
Let me tell you what happened. So
go ahead, brother.
So they decided that the wedding should be in Forks, Washington. Which, if you haven't realized,
do you know? All right, so Nathan, you're a normal commoner of Vancouver. Do you know anything about Forks, Washington?
Yes, I used to have family that lived
there. Is no way you know anything about Forks, Washington.
I've been to Forks, Washington many times.
No, you're a liar.
How many times?
I think like twice.
Oh, so you know it's crap.
Yeah, it's not great, man. I went there once when I was like 8, and then another one when I was like 18. I just hated it.
Did you go to the beaches then? Because there's nothing to do.
I don't think I went to the beaches. Well. again, I think some family members used to live down there, and I visited them like twice, and that was it. So
It's more like up there because it's really close to Canada. It's actually you go like an hour north, and you actually get a text saying "Welcome to Canada."
Oh really? Oh
yeah.
wow.
I went on a hike on. Oh man, I can't remember the name of it, but there's a hike.
You went on a hike?
You know that like curvature top left part of Washington, like you always see, like it goes down. But like right up here.
Wait. I think we went. I think me, Clinton, JJ, and Juice went there on a hike like 4 years ago. I think this is like the year before JJ and Clinton got married.
JJ and Clinton. Oh, they got married in the same year?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah. Clinton got married July like 18th or something. Then JJ got married like 3 days before my birthday. So
that's awesome.
Yeah.
But was that in Forks, Washington?
I think that was kind of near Forks, Washington, where we went camping, but I'm not entirely sure because they had like camping spots up there, and it was also near Canada, but I'm not sure if it was Forks or not. So.
And we're talking about JJ, right? Not Clinton or your family?
No, because me, JJ, Juice, and Clinton went camping up there like 3-4 years ago.
That's the only thing you can do that's entertaining because there's a whole strip that's like a third of the size of Battleground's main strip. And you have like one motel and you have one breakfast/diner and everything else is just like either a really boring antique shop. We have 2 gas stations that are like half the size of normal gas stations.
Yeah.
And that's literally it.
I actually have Facebook pictures of that. Let me just take a moment to pull it up real fast.
Yeah. No,
so while you do that, sorry, I was getting a couple things together.
All good.
But while you do that, so I'll tell you about my experience with Kyle's wedding. So Forks, Washington, it's like a 4.5 hour drive if you're driving the speed limit, right? So I decided
if you're driving the speed limit,
I decided, you know what?
He decided
I'm going to hit up my boy Kyle, and I say, hey Kyle, maybe we should ride up together sometime. Or
so guess what? I took the lead.
So Kyle took the lead. Kyle took top.
I wonder. I took top lane, Garen, and guess how we got there a little too quick.
We got there very quick.
Wow.
I was.
You didn't complain. You didn't say anything about this.
Here's the thing. To be honest, I was kind of penny pinching that week, and I was like, I'm going to drive easy. I'm going to, my truck isn't exactly the most gas efficient. It's a 5-liter V8.
You didn't tell me.
And
oh, you're trying to make me feel bad now.
So he was going 100 miles an hour. I was like, I can't lose him, so I got to go for it.
Wow.
So anyways, we should have got there around like 9:30. We got there at 8:30.
Yeah.
But you know what? That's fine. We went. It was a good time. Now, here's the thing.
I counted. We went 100 only 2 times. Only 2 times.
So it was a bit of a struggle to find out like where Kyle's Airbnb was, but he eventually found it.
Yeah.
And, I checked into my motel, which I paid way too much for, like $220.
Oh man.
Well, anyways,
$220.
Well, he's got a lot of BS to talk about. Let me tell you.
Yeah,
so we'll break it down. Just let me just get it all out there. We can break down whatever. So we decided,
shake my head.
We've traversed a long expedition.
Nathan, you brought up that word, and he hasn't dropped it yet.
Bro, I traveled once.
We traveled.
I traversed once, bro.
I traversed through the multiverse.
Only a taste. I traversed only a taste.
I traversed through the multiverse just once. So anyways, we went that far, and we were weary travelers. We thought, let's find a local pub. Find a little somewhere, like wet our whistles and eat some grub.
Wet our whistles, isn't that like
our tongue? You whistle with your tongue.
The tongue.
You don't whistle with your. You know what I'm talking
Mouth.
about.
Use your tongue.
Use your tongue. So there's no innuendos there.
I wasn't even. What? An innuendo?
Oh my.
That's what that means?
Okay. So
wow,
this is really funny.
Josh.
So I remember like one time I got in trouble.
Future Carlos, can you zoom in on my face right now?
I remember one time I was in middle school. dude. I was in middle school. I was in high school, and like I think I had said something, and I didn't mean it to be inappropriate, but the teacher found it to be inappropriate, so she wrote me a pink slip. Remember those?
Dude, I got so many of those, man.
She gave you her car.
No, so she wrote me a pink slip, and she wrote me.
I lost Carlos. Here's my car.
Nice innuendo, Carlos. Here's my 2004 Dodge Malibu.
Okay. So she wrote me a pink slip, and said that I was saying sexual innuendos.
They were pink slips. That's right. In high school.
And I remember like showing it to my buddy Christian Thornton at the time. And he was like,
he was your buddy? Really?
dude, he was like one of my best friends, dude, at the time.
For how long? I never knew that.
He was like my best friend in like 7th grade.
When did you guys split up or stop talk less?
I think once it's so dumb. Once he started like smoking cigarettes, because I was in a strict church, and I thought like you were really bad if you smoked cigarettes.
Right, right.
But he's a bro, man. I love him.
Yeah,
I
don't see him very often, but when I do see him, I'm always happy to see him.
Yeah, I saw him a few times. He came through Freddy's a few times.
So I showed him to slip, and he's like, "What? Sexual innuendo?" He's like, "More like sexual in your end do." So stupid.
Oh my god.
So dumb. Okay, how did I get to that? Oh, because of wetting the whistle. Okay,
yeah.
So we wanted to find a place to get food. Nowhere.
I've never heard Carlos say wet his whistle.
Literally nowhere in Forks, Washington is open after 8:30 on a Sunday.
And
no restaurants.
And they don't open anything until 12.
So Kyle and I we tried to find a place where we could get some food.
Yeah.
And so we went to the Shell station. There was nothing. We went to the Texaco. And the Texaco had somehow even less food in the Shell. So
I know. We had to go back to the Shell, and
they only had like frozen food that you could heat up, and like ramen and mac and cheese. And so, and they also had like burnt saran wrapped pizza.
He had burnt saran wrapped pizza.
Man, no, it was just so bad, man. Like it was at the very. It was so bad that it wasn't even refrigerated. It was just on that like a. Like one of those magazine shelves that you have, like you put newspapers on, like the Columbian and stuff like that. You have them on shelves.
Yeah.
Instead of putting the newspapers on the shelves, they had saran wrap burnt pizza, and they put them on each shelf. And Carlos grabbed 3 slices. He's like, "All right, man."
I'm
like,
so hungry. I looked at it. I was like, not had a solid food meal in forever.
Yeah. What felt like forever? It was probably like at least I don't know, an
it's like
hour.
6 hours for
probably
me,
an hour.
6 hours.
Yeah, at least like 6 minutes.
I had a solid meal in at least like 6 minutes.
Okay. That's a long time for me, bro. Hey, when's that meal coming?
I'm actually kind of sad you didn't get that mac and cheese.
So that would have been so much tastier.
Yeah.
But anyways, so
yeah.
And I told Kyle, I was like, you know what, Kyle, it's your last day as a single man, dude. We got to celebrate by smoking some cigars.
Yeah. Well, we were during that evening. I on the sometimes in the heat of the moment you'll say anything to like make whatever your significant other you want to make them happy.
We go in there, okay.
Well, I was like, it was just a situation where I was driving and I was going like 80 and people were like stressing me, or not people were stressing me out, but like I just want to get there on time.
Right.
You have to.
And on the way there, I said that I wouldn't have anything to drink. I was like, "Don't worry, babe, I won't have anything to drink." And then a family member texted me that was already there, and he was like, "Hey, let's hang out." And he's known to drink, and she didn't like that. So, and I was like, and then I was like, "All right, well, that person asked me to go over and hang out. I'll only have a couple beers." And I had completely forgotten on the way there during that time that I was hungry, and I promised her that I wouldn't have anything to drink.
Yep.
And then she brought that up. I was like, oh no, I did say that. This is my last night as a single man. Why wouldn't I have like 1 or 2 beers? Like an IPA or something like that.
Right, yeah.
And I accidentally said that to make her happy. And in the moment it did, but it really, completely my mistake. I shouldn't have said that.
Yeah.
So we had some really, what was it, Black and Milds?
We got Swisher Sweets because we thought it'd be a good idea to like smoke something. We didn't want something strong, we wanted something sweet.
Yeah.
And so we got a lighter and like a rhino.
It's still in the back of my car.
We got like a rainbow rhino type looking thing.
We got the most homosexual looking lighter possible.
And the advertisement was like Martha Stewart and Snoop Dogg.
Yeah.
It said perfect for candles and more. Dude, they're being blatant now with their advertisement. I went to Walmart and it was like a picture of Snoop Dogg and it was like perfect for all your favorite activities.
Wow.
Like they're not even hiding the fact that it's for blunts now.
Nope.
Wow.
But
I thought it was another innuendo for sex. Oh, it's weed. Oh, it went over my head.
How?
We don't smoke. How was I supposed to know that?
What are you trying to do? Like smoke your wife's breast? Like I don't understand. How does that work?
Birthday cake. Like,
happy birthday to me.
No, I missed that one. My bad. Don't even. Okay. I know you're going there.
I'm not going to go there.
Don't.
But anyway, so we said, let's smoke these Swisher Sweets, and they tasted absolutely disgusting.
Really?
But at least I kept my promise, and they weren't. it was at least something to do.
Yeah.
And
my
bro, in honor of you not being able to be there or me not being able to invite more than one friend.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, in honor of you and the time and the 2 years that we lived together, Nathan, you and me.
Get some top ramen?
No. I got the next best thing. I got the next best thing.
Okay,
Right.
what's the
next best thing?
What was that next best thing?
You know what it is. Don't ask me. You're pretending like you don't know.
I don't.
Nathan over here does not know. It was a
I don't know.
Totino's whole pizza.
Oh, he had a
It
Totino's
was a whole
pizza.
pizza, and I flopped it together
Dude,
like a taco.
are you serious?
And I put it in the microwave, which is horrible. It was
Oh,
so
dude,
bad.
Don't ever do that.
I was trying to warn you, like, dude, the package
do that.
specifically says do not microwave.
It says please do not microwave. And I was like, nah. I
You're
can't.
like, nah, man, I'm going to throw it in there.
Lucky for me, I don't know how to read, and I just shoved it in the microwave.
So you shoved it in the microwave with the plastic on, or did you take the plastic off?
No.
Okay,
I took
good.
the pizza out, and I put the plastic in the microwave, and I microwaved that.
Hey, crunchy ball plastic! Who wants it?
Plastic.
Bro,
Plastic!
it was probably the best thing I've had that day in Forks, honestly, and even then that next day too. Because guess what? The next day nothing
Soggy
was open
pizza.
until 12. So we waited in this
what?
gravel yard for this taco truck to open.
They said they open at 11.
Yeah.
So everything in Forks is open for like 5 hours? That's terrible.
It feels like 5 hours. It's probably around 8.
We went to get coffee, and it was like $11 per coffee.
Yeah.
What?
It was so bad.
Mediocre coffee too. I couldn't.
Okay,
even,
it was like $9.75, but
Right,
we
so-
both got larges, and then inflation, and you can't blame them for their prices, but you can blame them for their really
they're
crappy hours.
They're a tourist town, yeah. So they
Bro,
they
that
gotta
same
do
spot that we
what
got
they
the coffees
Wow.
from, apparently there was food there. Erica told me there's like, she
can.
bees
They had
me
like
out.
breakfast sandwiches, but
That's what she told me about. She's like, hey, you missed the food there, and you should have gone there and gotten food because I put it on the itinerary, and I looked at it. We had completely forgotten to look at the itinerary, and I forgot that I had one, so that's on me. It's on me.
It's on me too. I wanted Mexican food more than I wanted a breakfast
I know,
sandwich.
man. I wanted some nice warm Mexican food that was good for the soul. I was willing to wait an hour, and we waited like an hour and a half. They didn't open on time. We went to Subway instead. It was the Subway inside of a Shell station.
It was so bad.
What?
But
Forks sounds terrible, man.
oh, dude. So
Oh my goodness.
what he left out was that that taco truck was open, or somebody showed up at 11, and I asked the guy. I was like, hey, so are you guys open? Can we order? And he's like, super chill, like not in a rush at all. He's like, we won't open again for like another 30 minutes. We're like, oh, okay. When we drove,
How many breaks do they have? So not only
They didn't even open it. They were already on their first break.
Okay, so not only are they only open for like 6 hours, they have like half an hour breaks every half an hour. It seems like. Like what? Did nobody ever work there? What's happening?
They're oh my gosh.
okay,
No.
so I was venting to one of my homies about the situation, and he's like, well, like that's like I told him like the only appeal to Forks, Washington, is that Twilight was filmed there. And what my buddy pointed out was like, that part of like the Twilight story is that nothing ever happens in Forks, and it's accurate. Nothing ever happens in Forks.
That was
Yeah.
it. That was a part of their plot.
Yeah, the whole
They
thing
played
was like,
into it. Yeah.
Yeah, so
Interesting.
on the plus side, like Kyle found like our new favorite YouTube pooper.
It was like
Oh, really?
CE337
Dude,
or
we'll
something.
show you a video.
Dude, please.
Maybe on the podcast.
Bro,
That's awesome.
his videos are so good
They're
because
so good.
because he has a group Patreon backing up his efforts, paying him to,
Oh, really?
to
That's
put
awesome.
effort into like these monthly videos.
He does
That's
this
cool.
full time.
He does a video a month, and he does it
Oh,
for
wow.
he does YouTube poops full time.
Oh wow, that's
What
awesome.
a time to be alive.
What a time to be
Yeah,
alive.
seriously, man. Especially nowadays. Oh my goodness.
Okay,
Yeah.
so anyways, the heck was that?
Bro,
It sounded like a supplement I
It
got.
was it's Nathan's stomach. I know there's ramen
Wow.
out there.
But anyways,
Can't
so
do
we got changed, and we started driving towards what we thought the wedding venue was going to be. We were under the impression that the wedding venue was going to be the Tree of Life, over in Forks. So we almost get to the Tree of Life, and then I guess someone had influenced Kyle's wife to move the wedding location like 2 hours before the wedding.
Yeah.
And we did, and
Well,
we got to that location and had no service. We couldn't confirm.
yeah. That was the worst part. We couldn't predict that.
Oh, why?
We couldn't have predicted that.
And
Dude,
then like
I would never
we took this like steep hike to go down to the beach, and like we
Yeah.
didn't see anybody, so it was like, we'll climb up back to the parking lot, which was I was not in shape. I'm still kind of not in shape, and so like I was suffering.
Cheers to that.
Cheers to that. And then we got down to the beach, and like there's like a rock formation, and that's like the only entryway to the beach. And it's like pretty steep. Like for men, we can handle this, but like there was like old grandmas there and stuff.
Yeah,
we climbed up and down that like 3 times.
Yeah,
jeez, man,
it was 3 times.
So it was like a whatchamacallit, American Ninja Warrior course, pretty much, just to get to the wedding venue.
Kyle had to become the person to traverse that course the fastest.
Carlos is exaggerating this, and I feel bad because he's throwing my now wife under the bus. But the thing is, here's the thing. No. Let me say one sentence. It was her wedding, and guess what? She can do whatever the she wants.
Nice clap.
Thank you. Whatever she wants, because it's our wedding, but at the end of the day, it is her wedding.
So I'm not mad at your wife.
It's an elopement, not a wedding. So I think that we were a bit more open to, or she felt a bit more open to making a last minute change because we had a lot less people. Godfrey had 300 people at the wedding. He said 300.
Oh. That is so many people, man.
So many people. How many do you think, like, you're maybe 130?
The next one?
I don't know 300 people.
How many?
The first one?
The first one, yes. How many were at your wedding?
Probably like 200.
Crazy.
And that was downsizing. Like, if we had invited everybody I wanted to invite, it would probably been about 500.
And guess what?
I don't know that many people, man.
We had a maximum of 19 people there. So guess what?
Wow.
That's why she felt comfortable.
It is easier. It is easier to
But that
change.
does not mean it is. Well, okay. It does mean it is less stressful, but it doesn't mean it's
still
not stressful at all, because it is.
Yeah.
So I wasn't mad at your wife.
Right.
I was mad at whoever planned that idea.
Yeah.
I was like, first of all,
like,
why would you want to like change the course on somebody when you're wedding planning? Just like Kyle said, you're incredibly stressed.
And
you're super vulnerable.
Yeah,
exactly.
You're very
exactly.
influenceable. Vulnerable is the better word.
Yeah.
So like, I wanted to find out who like gave that idea and
slap them.
Lay holy hands on them. I'll just put it that way.
And pray for them until they just shut their mouth.
Until you shut your mouth.
Until they shut it down.
Sure. But dude, you know what? At the end of the day, like I don't know of like any wedding that is like stress free. Like there's always something to stress about. Like Kyle had the perfect wedding, I would still have something to complain about because
of course
everybody would.
Yeah.
But like at the end of the day, Kyle, he's got a whole wife, dude. He's got promoted to husband, dude.
No.
And I'm proud of it, man. I really am.
Let's make one thing clear. It's not a midwife. It's a whole wife. All right.
Nathan.
Maybe someday you'll need a midwife someday. Hopefully.
Worst joke of his lifetime. Vegeta. That was so bad. You could not have made a worse joke there.
Hey, but I could also make another joke.
What's that, brother?
What did the Mexicans say when the house jumped on top of him?
The house jumped on top of him?
Yeah.
Ow.
I've never heard this one before.
He didn't say anything because he was dead.
Get off me, Holmes.
I've never heard Carlos say Holmes.
Get off me, Holmes. Hey, future Carlos, zoom in on my face right now.
Hey, zoom in on his face now. Also, zoom in on your own face, and then back at me. But then back at him, and then back at me.
Carlos, you don't have to do a lot of editing.
Carlos, you got your work set in for you tonight, bud. And it's got to be done tonight because we're uploading early now, and we're doing podcasts every day now. Because guess what? We've all quit our jobs.
I
made you quit your job.
Okay, you know what? I would love to do this full time.
Honestly, I would too. Clap,
dude. That'd be awesome.
So the best way to guarantee that we do this full time is
by not quitting our jobs.
No, is by getting this podcast in front of more people.
Absolutely.
And
yeah,
then,
exactly.
The more people see this, the more appealing we are to brand deals and post, selling our own stuff and all that. The best way you can do that right now is to go on to Apple Podcasts, look up BOFFcast, and leave us a review. We do have one new review that even I haven't read.
Apple Podcasts or Spotify, doesn't matter.
Or Spotify or Amazon Music.
Oh my god. I'm literally gonna do none of this editing.
Or MySpace or Facebook or
are we on MySpace? No, we're not.
No, we're not.
Oh, we should make a MySpace. They're mainly music though. That's the thing.
Podcasts is
Didn't Justin Timberlake buy MySpace?
I don't think
He
so.
acted in the movie about Facebook.
No, I'm serious.
I'm looking this up.
No. Just Google it.
I'm Jamie right now.
Nathan, no, I'm serious. Yeah. Jamie looked that up. No, Nathan, I swear.
Jamie,
you told me like almost a decade ago. I'm pretty sure Justin Timberlake bought out MySpace. I'm like, no way, that's crazy.
Bro,
What a fact.
I've never said that ever. What?
Maybe it was on like a weird. Like Robin induced like coma you had or something like that. Oh, Justin Timberlake bought MySpace.
So
Justin Timberlake.
in 2011,
say that.
specific media group and Justin Timberlake jointly purchased the company for approximately $35 million, which is not a lot for a website.
That is so cheap.
I just watched a video.
That's so
Guess
cheap.
how much Mark Zuckerberg bought Instagram for?
$1 billion.
I'm
Yes,
assuming billions.
A whole $1 billion. One
$1
whole
billion?
$1 billion, and that wasn't even
Wow.
5 years ago. That was probably like 6 or 7 years ago.
Wow.
And here's the thing.
No.
We started seeing the
$1
integration.
billion,
We
wow.
started seeing the integration of Facebook and Instagram not too long ago. You would have thought that would have happened when they purchased it, but they waited.
Oh my gosh.
They
dude.
waited.
They waited.
And they were like they were collaborating. It was like one of those partnership things where they bought a lot of stock in Instagram, but they allowed them to still own it.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
Oh my gosh, dude.
until Mark Zuckerberg was just getting so pushy, and he eventually kicked them out, and now
Dude, so
owns
check this out.
everything.
Check this
Yeah.
out. So Facebook bought
That's ridiculous,
Instagram
man.
for $1 billion in 2012, but like today, Instagram has over 1 billion users and,
Right.
and contributes over $20 billion yearly to Facebook's annual revenue.
Jeez.
Yeah, which
What a
my
steal!
goodness.
well,
That's,
which,
that's a huge steal, man.
which speaks volumes to how Mark Zuckerberg treated the original owners and creators of Instagram,
Yeah.
and how he eventually got them to resign.
So
Which is insane.
So sorry, go ahead. Finish your thought.
no.
So
You're
all
good.
that to say,
were we?
all that to say, if you want to help us buy Instagram for $1 billion, go on Apple Podcasts. Go on Apple Podcasts and leave us a
Please.
review. Just like, and we have a review from Van BM020, who I'm assuming is Brian Vandenberg, Charlotte's husband. So,
oh no way!
yeah.
Charlotte's
So Charlotte told me that this review was way better than hers, so I can't wait to read it. I've only read like the first headline, so I'm just going to read this right
He's
now.
got a paragraph. Are you
Okay.
kidding me?
Nice. Dude.
Okay,
That's
so
awesome.
so I'm just going to read it. The title for this review is "The One Review That Does Not End All Other Reviews." Okay, and so here's a review.
Oh no.
Cheers.
Do you appreciate the soothing? I guess I should read this in the ASMR voice.
Yes.
Do you appreciate the soothing sound of Morgan Freeman's voice? Do you enjoy the storytelling of Bob Dylan? Well, none of the guys have Morgan Freeman's voice.
Of what?
Bob
Town?
Bob Dylan has yet to appear on the podcast, but all three BOFF bros have voices that can be heard.
Pretty sure that
and
kid's dead.
if you are normal and not someone who should share a room with Ted Bundy, you can listen to them at double speed. Oh my gosh, dude, this is great.
I've never tried double speed.
They share stories which, like Dylan, have
Ted Bundy's
meaning.
also dead.
Man, can I read this?
Let him.
Timothy's dead.
You will be extremely frustrated hearing that Nathan has never watched Stranger Things, only to find out that he gets around to watching it. Spoiler. You will think to yourself.
What? That's a big spoiler.
You will think to yourself, if these guys can do hard things, then I too can do hard things and grow as a person. I would cheers these guys for an excellent podcast, but their liquor budget far exceeds mine. So all they get is a virtual high five and 5-star, which I think is more meaningful. Psh. Dude, Brian, thanks for being a
Mr. Vanderbilt.
dude.
Hey.
Brian, that was awesome, man.
That's
That was so heartwarming.
That was the
That's
best
cool.
review I think I've ever read in my entire life
That,
of
that,
anything.
that incorporated a lot of different episodes that we've already posted.
Yeah,
it
dude, I'm
did.
telling you, my
awesome.
guys,
Respect.
my guys are committed. I also got an encouraging text from one of the guys I go to church with.
Nice.
He told me, one second. So we were trying to like make food plans or whatever, and he said, "Side note, laughing out loud listening to BOFFcast episode 4." And I said,
Nice.
I said, awesome. Which segment? He said, right at the beginning, like first 10 minutes. You guys are having a good time. And then we had dinner that day, and said he found the whole Amber Heard segment hilarious.
Oh, really?
Because our little side tangents,
Yeah.
and our little thing about R.C. Sproul and Sigmund Freud. Are they the same age?
No, RC Sproul, Sigmund Freud.
Are they the
Same age at all? RC Sproul is 6 feet in the grave. And so is Sigmund Freud. Yeah.
So, speaking of things that should be 6 feet in the grave, have you guys heard of like the Twitter Manosphere?
So here's the thing.
I've heard the term Manosphere, and it's really stale.
The first time I've heard Manosphere is when Carlos messaged me about the Manosphere about 5 hours ago. So I would say no, I've never heard Manosphere.
Wow, dude.
So
but in that time, I did a little bit of research. So
Manosphere is actually a spell in.
sounds like a Witcher spell.
It probably is a Witcher spell.
So
Witcher 3 purchased now.
So you have this episode is brought to you by Witcher.
Purchase on Apple Music.
Purchase on MySpace Music.
Purchase the Manosphere.
So is Manosphere right next to Castalugi?
No, dude,
it is. Yeah.
Manosphere sounds like the Omnisphere upgrade.
I love, dude. Omnisphere is so gangster.
Yeah, it actually is insane. Omnisphere is by far the best like sounding VST for producing like beats
I
and
cast
synths
Manosphere.
I cast Omnisphere. I cast a loogie.
I cast a loogie.
Gosh.
So the whole idea behind like the Manosphere is that like
Bless.
I'm gonna do a lot of burping in this podcast, guys. I'm sorry.
That's okay. We had a lot of food before he came in.
I had some really good smash burgers made by my
Yeah,
brother-in-law Godfrey.
Dude, true.
Yeah, happy birthday to your mom, by the way.
Happy birthday to my mom. 21 years old.
That's not a joke, and she is actually 21 years old. So
how a 21-year-old gave birth to a 28-year-old is.
You're still 28.
Yeah, I know. I'm a young buck.
Yeah, when's your birthday?
November 6th.
Nathan's a year and 2 months older than you.
And my only
I turned 30 in September, man.
My only request for my birthday is we go back to LNA and have a good time.
Dude,
that was fun.
Let's do it.
We get just as sober as we did.
Would absolutely
just
way too much water and just pass out in the bathroom.
We have way too much water and not dance at all.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna make sure we plan it.
I'm gonna bring the cowboy hat in this time.
We're gonna plan it for a day where we don't have work the next day.
Yeah,
dude, please.
I actually brought that day up. So
bring it up. We have to talk about it. Talk about it.
So here's
the worst day of your life.
No. Besides that, I want to thank. So first, I want to thank you for bringing up the.
I don't know what you're thinking me for, but I'm happy.
All right, so I just wanted to thank you for because here's the thing: when I was the best man at your wedding, I kind of had a small speech prepared, but guess what?
What?
I got ixnayed.
Okay, hold on. You had a small speech prepared?
I had a small speech
prepared. Can you
prepared.
give it to me now?
No, because I forgot the whole thing. I was just happy. Because I was actually really nervous about it too. I was kind of sweating because you didn't stop. I'm trying to talk about an emotional experience. I swear.
May.
Okay, no. Okay.
All right,
Kyle, the floor is yours.
The floor is generally not mine, anyways. It's fine.
May the force be with you.
Because it's not my birthday. I'm not getting married, and it's not any special day for me. So guess what? I'm not special. But that's fine. I just wanted to say that I had a speech prepared, a small one, right? A small speech prepared for when you're getting married, and I didn't get to say it. So on that note, I want to say a huge thank you that you were comfortable enough to stand up and start the speeches for the wedding at the Airbnb. After the ceremony.
Oh, you did? Dude, you made a speech?
Because
okay.
Yeah.
No, please, here's the thing.
He made a speech, and that got the domino effect going. And because everyone knew us and we were all comfortable there, it was only 19 people.
Do you have anything left in your? Do you have anything left in your bottle?
No, it's empty.
You didn't have like a single drop.
Not a single drop.
Just clean this and just
you can just clean that. Okay, so like
you can say ting.
You know what? Because I love Kyle so much, I said the first best man speech, and I will say it again here in the podcast.
Oh.
Okay. So, I've known Kyle for a very long. Is this weird for you? It's weird for me.
No.
Okay, it's not weird for me anymore.
Hit it up, dude.
Okay, so I've known Kyle since the 7th grade. Served in the Marine Corps together. Had a lot of good times. Had a lot of really bad times. And and I said I could remember riding the same bus as Erica, and like
that was really heartwarming because I forgot about that.
Yeah, so I rode the bus with
you
Erica
knew
all
her
the time.
before you even knew me.
Yeah, and I remember Kyle one day talking about like how he had a little crush on Erica, and and like it was really beautiful to see like two beautiful parts of my childhood come together as one.
Yeah.
And so I said cheers to him then. I'll say cheers to you again now.
Hey.
Cheers, buddy.
That's such a cool thing to hear about, too,
that's
because
awesome.
if you had never brought that up, one, I never would have heard about it, and two, I don't think that the speeches would have gotten going, because after that, every single person said something about the whole ceremony. It was beautiful, man.
That's awesome, man. That's cool.
And, it was such a cool thing to witness, and...
Did you guys have any photos? Probably not, right?
We did.
Oh, you did? Oh, you got photos?
He's
Yes.
waiting.
Oh,
He's
cool.
waiting for them to get.
I
edited.
have 8 or 9 photos. I'll show you after the podcast.
Ooh.
I'll even show you one right now. I'll show you a little something right now.
Show me
Show
all.
me one right now.
So,
Show me one.
but
Show me one right now.
this is I can't tangent. I'm just gonna say. So we're going to the Manosphere, right? Manosphere, Omnisphere, Manosphere.
Leonardo.
I only had till you texted us like maybe 4 or 5 hours ago.
I have a very shallow knowledge of it.
Yeah. I watched like one really good, like I'd say 9 or 10 minute YouTube video on it.
Okay.
It was fantastic. I was working really hard today. We have a crap ton of political mail right now because we're at the midterm elections, and all Jamie really wants to get her name out there. I think there's like Ben or Brett or something like that.
Jamie Herrera, yeah.
Yeah, Jamie Herrera.
I was going to say
putting their name
Jamie
out there.
Lee Curtis. What?
No, Jamie Smith, my sister. Ha ha ha. No, it's dumb. So we have all this mail out there that I'm getting so many paper cuts. And I gotta freaking use my hands. Usually I can slow down and eventually watch and Google a couple topics that we're gonna bring up and talk about here on the pod.
Yeah.
But lately I haven't been able to. It's been really frustrating. I don't want to complain about this, but it's affecting my performance here at the podcast.
It's affecting your peak performance, bro.
I'm not peak performing it right now. But I guess you can call it like the Red Pill Manosphere.
Oh, Red Pill. That makes sense why they would call it that.
Yeah, Red Pill Manosphere. And this whole thing, it's like this alpha mindset.
Yep.
And these people prey on small, insecure...
Yeah. Beta males, what they would call.
Well, not just... Yeah, that's what they would call it. You're right. And
Fortnite
they
teenagers.
prey on teenagers, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Fortnite teenagers.
They use like confirmation bias to rationalize dehumanizing women. It's so bad. And it teaches you how to pick up women and not how to keep them. So it makes it really awkward. So once you actually do get a woman, because eventually you might get someone that falls for it, right?
Yeah.
And at the very core of your soul, you're a good person. You're just trying to find someone to not be alone anymore with.
Dude, I'm trying so hard not to mauled right now, dude. Like, that crap, that
And it
pisses me off.
hey, and it started.
Pisses me off.
It started when you brought up that guy. That
Andrew Tate?
Yeah.
Andrew Tate.
Oh, he is
Andrew
so
Tate.
bad.
He almost
He's
fooled me.
He's the
one
worst
video,
of them.
there's a video, a motivational video that almost got me on his side, but because it didn't show all of his irrational, like, motivational sayings, it just kind of said,
Thinking
be a man,
stuff.
pick up your cross and bear your burdens and work hard. I kind of, I'd say
There are some
most
good
of us,
virtues in what they're saying.
yes, and it's masked.
But it's masked.
He gets it twisted like so much, dude.
I'm
He
glad
gets it twisted,
you
like,
brought
so
up his name
hard.
because I've never heard about him before.
There was
Yeah.
one video that Tom Segura completely roasted him for because he's like, if you're rich, you don't drink normal water. He calls water.
Water.
You don't drink normal water. You drink sparkling water because that's what rich people drink.
Is that what Tom Segura said?
No, that's how he talks. And so Tom,
Well, no. I thought
Tom
he-
Segura's like, why the heck is he talking like that?
I thought he had a British accent.
Tom Segura?
No.
Andrew Tate?
Andrew Tate.
Andrew Tate,
He's got
yeah.
like a very weird
It's a weird accent.
He has like a really weird mixture of like
New York and Boston.
Boston, like trying super hard to be British, which is like super kind of cringe.
Spark-
It only comes
sparkling
out
water.
on very specific words.
Like water.
Yeah.
Water.
So I'm not sure if he's trying to fake that accent, but it honestly, if he is trying to
comes
fake
out
that
fake.
accent, it's so cringy, dude. Like,
Yeah.
come on.
No, like so, but like he's only like one side of the manosphere. There's like a
Yeah.
huge movement even within like conservative Christianity to like be a man's man. There was one quote by a pastor whose name is Michael Foster, and
I kind of recognize that. I think you brought him up before.
yeah, well he had a saying that was like a real man a godly man doesn't ask questions; he makes statements. So next time, instead of asking your wife, "Hey, can you make me a sandwich?" Replace that question mark with a period and say, "Hey, can you make me a sandwich?" Like, it was just super like misogynistic and stuff like that, and it's. A lot, really weird. For whatever reason, it's appealing to like a lot of people. Let's call them incels. It's appealing to people who like don't have. For context, incel means you're involuntarily celibate, meaning like you can't get with somebody, but not because you're not trying. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I always forget what that word means too. I'm not gonna lie, I always forget.
But but yeah, so I think that. This whole Manosphere movement, like it, I think that there's some virtues between like there's virtues in encouraging men to be better. Yeah, sure, men can.
If you take the stuff at surface value, you're gonna get something from it.
Yeah,
if you dive deeper, you're gonna get lost.
You're gonna get lost. You're gonna lose a lot of friends.
You're gonna lose a lot of friends.
And someone on a podcast pointed out that a lot of these Manosphere guys aren't married.
Right?
No, yeah.
Like how to get a woman, but you can't keep a woman.
Yeah. Especially that, was it Tate? Andrew Tate?
Dude,
he was constantly talking about, when I go out to these conferences, man, my girlfriend, I post about a girl. I come back, she asks, "Hey, did you cheat on me with this girl?" And I was like, and the way I do it is I don't hide like a beep. I confront her like a true man. I say, "Hey, yeah, I had sex with that girl."
What?
And I messed up. I own up to it. And he tells his listeners, "Yeah, and you know what? It might surprise her, but she has a whole new level of respect because I didn't cower, and I was a man. I told her."
Okay, so here's the thing. Here's the thing. That sounds cool. Whatever.
Yeah.
That is not the case.
It's not.
No.
So, dude, that means
the average person, if you confess to your wife that you cheated.
That's why the person that's staying with him is only his girlfriend. And whatever girlfriend that is actually staying with him throughout that has a lot of issues of her own.
Yeah. All right, so two things. I do have a video that I'm going to send to you guys when I get home. Dude, I guarantee you guys will think it's fake because of how he talks, but it's so hilarious, dude.
Right.
So a lot of the things that he talks about in his like short snippet videos that he has on his YouTube channel right now, is just him having imaginary circumstances happen. Him like trying to argue with imaginary people by himself. Yeah. It's really weird. It is so, dude. It is so weird.
Wait, that's weird.
Yeah. So he'll bring up.
That's really weird.
Yeah. No. So
that's really weird.
He would bring up like some random scenario that has never happened ever, and then he would try to input his take on it for no reason. So, and he would just have like a one-sided conversation with himself the entire time for
super hypothetical and
for sometimes for like upwards to like 20 minutes. What are you doing?
He's got a thought.
I'm hype, bro.
What's your thought?
I'm looking at Carlos's fit again, and I'm hype again.
Ooh, thanks, bro.
No.
Also, hang on. Also, number two.
This next topic's gonna be fire.
I'm serious. You look good, man.
Thanks, man.
Dude, he does. Also, number two. Andrew Tate has been in 5 car accidents.
Oh no, that's perfect. Can I bring up my topic now?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, that's hilarious. That's actually a perfect segue because the topic I'm talking about, the only video I watched from him was some guy debunking him. He's a pretty popular YouTuber. He's pretty big.
Was that Hassan?
Yes, that was him.
Oh,
Hassan's pretty cool.
Hassan's pretty cool.
So if you know who Hassan is, then I bet you know what video I'm talking about.
Oh yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I watched that yesterday, dude. It was. Oh my goodness. So there's so much to break down there.
Oh, I guess they had a debate on Twitch.
They had a whole debate on Twitch and
whole debate.
I want to watch that.
Yeah, you absolutely should. And maybe I just won't spoil it for you then. I don't know. Do you want me to spoil it for you right now?
Spoil it for me, bro. I probably won't watch it until like a couple days from now. So
I probably won't watch it.
Don't spoil it.
I probably won't watch it.
Dude, you're saving time. Time is money.
Correct me.
Money is happiness.
Yeah.
Money is happiness, right.
Yeah.
Tell me the story. Why? Money is happiness. You're right. All right, cool.
Yeah, you're so cool.
That makes a lot of sense. So correct me if I'm wrong, Nathan, but here we go.
Yeah.
So his take against Hassan.
Yeah.
Andrew Tate against Hassan was that, and within his boundary of life experiences, he doesn't trust women to drive, and because all of his experiences with women driving have been bad, and therefore he doesn't trust any woman at all anymore because his experiences are completely bad.
Which makes no sense because like he only blames the other person instead of himself and his bad driving.
Typical narcissism.
Yeah. So
it's not the girl's fault, man. Like it could just be you. You just suck at driving, and it just so happens to be a girl.
Let him get to it.
Yeah.
Or, it just so happens that a very small percentage of men get into a car with a woman while they're driving, and they always have a bad time. He might be an anomaly, and that just might be the end of it. And he can't accept that. He has to take it only at his own personal. And Hassan was like, "Well, there are dedicated research facilities out there proving." With empirical data, that's not always the case. And you should listen to the data because data doesn't lie. Data is collected for fact.
100%. I agree.
It's objective.
And he couldn't. And Hassan was just telling him the facts. And eventually he came up and he was like, "Okay, so you believe the world is round, right?" Man, I'm almost gonna forget this next part of the conversation, but like, he's like, never mind, I can't freaking remember because I wish I could remember because it's like the best part of the video, but that's the general gist of that whole conversation. It was just so sad, and eventually Hassan got kicked out because he was in that Twitch call with 3 or 2 other of Andrew Tate's echo chamber facilitators and
guess what? Both of them were teenagers.
And both. They were so young.
They were super young, man. I was like, okay, why is a 40-year-old like having 2 other people who are like don't have a fully developed brain? Number one, like, why is he only talking to them? And then when this dude, Hassan, I think he's like 29 or 30, comes in and you know. Tries to stand.
I think I found the video.
Yeah. So it's one of the first videos you see when you type in Andrew Tate.
I'll play it and then I'll send you the link. Maybe you can edit it in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, dude, yeah, that'd be awesome.
So let me know if you guys can hear this.
Man.
So as long as we don't talk during the segment, I'll be able to edit it in correctly and make this happen.
For sure.
Okay.
You believe it's round, right?
Andrew, do you believe the Earth is flat or round, spherical, globe?
Round.
You believe it's round, right? But when you walk outside, it feels like it's flat.
Brother, and I
it looks flat, it feels flat, but you believe it's round. Why do you believe the Earth is round?
Because I have personal experience that would prove to me that the Earth is round.
Oh, you have personal experience. What happened? Did you go up to the moon? Is that how you figured it out?
Exactly. I flew up into space and I looked down on Earth. And I saw a big circle.
That's crazy. Okay, you don't have to. Hey, listen, you don't have to concede on that point, but I think you and I both understand the importance of scientific, the importance of empirical evidence in that one, right? Or you know,
all our fun.
Science.
I saw it there, and I thought.
Okay, I guess Andrew Tate admits that he's been to space.
So he had to either admit that he's been to space or admit that the Earth is flat.
Oh my gosh.
Because he just couldn't admit that he was wrong.
I'm willing to bet dude has not been to space.
No, he hasn't.
Yeah.
If you have your shirt off in front of children on like a Twitch stream, or in front of teenagers on a Twitch stream, then guess what?
I've been to space.
You've definitely not been to space. Okay.
Dude, I just don't understand. Why is he trying to look cool to teenagers? Well, no. I know the answer to that question because teenagers are very gullible and kind of, you know. Sorry to teenagers who are watching this, but they're kind of stupid.
We only have mature viewers here, okay? we're 18 plus, even though we censor ourselves, okay?
Hey, which is fine. That's fine.
So would you say that like if a number is over 18, it's pretty large.
Over 18 is pretty large?
Yeah.
I think so.
Well, speaking of things that are pretty large, here's 8 surprising facts about capybaras.
Wow. Capybaras.
Okay.
So first off, I've never heard of this, whatever the heck this is.
Okay, so I'll just show you real quick what a capybara looks like.
Oh, I've seen those.
You sent a meme where he's like you've seen that face right there.
I have seen it. That was one of the older memes, right?
Okay, so you know,
dude,
here
is it that video of that thing going on? Yeah, It's that
So-
same.
No, I'm pretty sure that's a rodent or a squirrel.
Oh, it is.
This is different. I know what you're thinking.
So here at BOFFcast,
Same species, though.
we like to engage with our wow, so much gas.
With our belching,
we like to
appropriate for the moment.
we like to engage with our audience, and so
Future
this
Kyle, please echo that.
so this this comes from
I will.
this comes from one of our listeners, Eliza. We asked for
I'm already imagining it.
so we asked like what should we talk about, and she said capybaras, and so I'm gonna bring up some surprising facts about capybaras.
You ever had a capybara?
I'm already surprised because I didn't even know what it was.
Okay, so the capybara is a semi-aquatic mammal and the world's largest rodent. Apparently, they have a diet that's based on plant and poop.
If they're eating up the dung out there, they're doing the world a favor.
That's right. So they stand close to 2 feet tall at the shoulder, and they can weigh up to 150 pounds.
Jeez,
Wait.
dude. What?
2 feet tall and 100 and what?
2 feet tall and 150 pounds. Capybara!
Why are they so dense? They're so dense as beings. That 2 feet, right? So from here to here. You see that?
150 pounds.
150
That is
pounds.
75-pound wrist right
Yeah,
there.
yeah, dude.
This thing barely
heavy.
weighs 15 pounds. That's so physically dense.
So
Yeah, that's very.
What is it made of? Like rock or like iron?
heavy metal. So they have.
It's made of Metallica, man.
So they have. Might as well be. So they have partially webbed feet, making them great swimmers. Their eyes, ears, and nostrils are located at the top of their hands like hippos, enabling them to keep their bodies below water while they watch out for predators. During the breeding season,
Wait, give him the whole fact.
the male capybara will follow the female around till they mate in the water. On hot days, capybaras soak in shallow water to keep themselves cool. They eat plants and also poop. Also poop. Also
Just
Bro,
like
what do you think of that song I sent you? Did you listen to it?
What's that?
Did you listen to that song I sent you today?
I did.
What'd you think of it?
I thought it was pretty cool. I tried listening to it on like Apple Music, and for whatever reason, like Apple Music was
No service.
having a brain aneurysm and it wouldn't load. So I had to go back. I had to go back to my boys at Spotify.
Spotify?
And it was pretty
Heck yeah.
pretty good. I appreciate the build up. See, one of the things I like about why I prefer Megadeth over Metallica, like their songs have more substance. There's more change.
Yeah.
The songs are more complex.
Yeah.
Like it's
There's more to memorize. Stuff doesn't repeat as much. In
No.
fact,
It doesn't, no,
hardly
yeah, it
at all. Metallica repeats every 30 seconds.
Constantly,
Symphony of
man.
Destruction is probably their most repetitive song, but all their other songs are not like that.
But
There's
guess what?
so
It blew
much
up
change.
when they did it.
Yep.
It blew up.
What song did you send him, by the way?
He sent me
Good Morning Black Friday.
Good Morning Black Friday.
I don't think
Yeah.
I've heard that song.
That's
I'm not sure.
that's on the
off
same album as Tornado of Souls.
Oh, it is?
Tornado of Souls is
interesting.
BA.
And also
Souls
my
is really
favorite, I think my favorite bass lick is Bad Omen. It's just so fun. Here, I'm literally gonna look it up and play it for everyone.
All right,
The one from Peace Cells is pretty fun too.
Peace sells, but who's buying?
So much fun.
Peace sells, but who's buying? This sounds so bad.
I know. I'm gonna play it anyway. You know what? No,
That
it's
is
not
so
really
bad.
Well, the bass line is awesome.
Crunchy.
The bassist goes nuts. Like
The
two times.
bassist goes ham.
Megadeth is pretty much Metallica 2.0. Everything amplified in skill 2.0. The drums are like 3 times as good. The drums are so
dude.
Lars is so bad.
Drums and Megadeth are really good.
The guitar
Yeah.
the guitar licks are outstanding.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Just face melting. Like it's
They slay, man.
Yeah.
they're way more thrashy than Metallica is.
I'm glad that Dave Mustaine got kicked out of Metallica back in the day to
Can you
create both
imagine?
of these bands.
Yeah.
He actually wrote their first album too. Metallica's first album.
Kill 'Em All.
Yeah, which is why it's so good.
Which is why it is
Kill 'Em All
awesome.
is a BA album.
Also, my favorite Megadeth song is "Hangar 18."
I listen to that.
Hangar 18 is fun.
No, I don't really like it.
You don't really like Hangar 18?
It was on Guitar Hero 2, and I played it so much that I started to hate
it. They've got a song called "We'll Be Back," which is pretty fun.
Yeah,
not sure if I heard
super
that.
thrashy. And then what was that one that you said you liked? Like something about destruction.
Holy War's the Punishment Due. That one.
Holy War is the punishment.
Holy Wars is actually just one of the best.
BA.
That one
is probably the best song.
Yeah,
I guarantee you they're going to play that song on that set.
dude. Hopefully,
They're going to.
Carlos,
Hopefully.
are we getting tickets?
Yes. Wait, did you talk to Erica? What'd she say?
I did, and she's not happy that I'm going to yet another concert that she's not interested in.
It's Megadeth. When are you going to see Megadeth next? This is probably our last opportunity in our lifetime to see them.
Yeah, that's true.
This is probably the last opportunity.
Dave
That's
Mustaine's
true.
not getting any younger.
I know.
He's
He's making a TikTok showing how old he is now. Yeah.
He is dropping new music stuff. He dropped a song with Ice-T.
What?
Interesting.
No way. That's cool.
Interesting.
And it's
Yeah,
actually
that's
pretty
pretty
BA.
cool.
It's a BA song.
I'll have to listen
awesome.
to it after this.
Heck yeah, you should. So we only got time for one more quick topic.
Let's make a 30-minute topic on what Nathan wanted to bring up last time, but still can't get to it for whatever reason.
Okay, so I'm going to try to get to this topic as fast as I can. Okay, so here's my challenge. My challenge is to break down what should be like an hour-long conversation into like 10 minutes.
So that is the topic you're bringing up right now.
Yeah, so Nathan, why don't you
I thought I was just
Dude, heck
joking.
yeah.
I was just joking.
Should we save it for next podcast so we can do it justice?
It's really up to you because
The only reason I'm asking, my dad's downstairs watching my son, and I don't want to take advantage of his time.
We have officially hit. If we
include
the first like 15-minute BS, we're at an hour. We've hit an hour.
We've hit an hour.
Do you want to give the people something extra, dude?
Something extra?
Do you want to?
If I can make it less than 10 minutes.
All right. Carlos.
Sure.
What's the question? Hit it up.
What's your favorite video game?
What's my favorite
Super
video
Mario.
game?
All right, guys, welcome to. Thank you for showing up to the podcast.
Super Mario, Super Nintendo, right now.
Okay, so maybe
original Smash.
So maybe let me be fair.
Yeah.
Can I break it down per console, or just has to be of all time?
You can do per console if you want to. Yeah.
Okay, so I'll break it down real quick. So
Okay, yeah.
so for the NES, you can't go wrong with.
Can't go wrong with the grunting pig.
Okay, so for NES, it would definitely be Duck Hunt, because like that was like I think one of like the first games to introduce like motion based like feedback playing. So that was pretty cool. I can remember like how cool it felt to like shoot at the ducks with the lights off and
Wait, are you talking? I never played Duck Hunt outside of a arcade game or arcade.
No, you
business.
could buy a kit for the NES that would plug into your NES. You could just
You did that?
yeah.
Wow.
So much fun. So okay, that's for NES.
Okay.
For the Super Nintendo, I spent a lot of time playing Super Mario 3, which technically was available on the NES.
Yeah.
A lot of Street Fighter. I played a lot of Street Fighter.
Dude, Street Fighter 2 was my jam.
Street Fighter 2 specifically
I played
was
a lot
when
of
I was
Tekken
playing.
too.
Tekken was good. Mm-hmm. Oh, they had this one game. Oh gosh, I'm trying to think. It was like Mortal Kombat, but it wasn't.
Killer Instinct?
Killer Instinct,
Dude, it was so good.
Dude, that one guy with like the mask and like the long hair, and he was like, I thought he was so BA.
I was gonna say Animal Crossing. I was like,
like Mortal Kombat. Oh, Animal Crossing.
Killer Instinct,
Complete
dude.
opposite, dude.
I have to look this up because this is bugging me.
you know what's bugging me?
Fulgore. Yeah, Fulgore was my
You know what's not
character.
bugging me?
Fulgore.
That photo of a broken, busted butt PT Cruiser that's sitting right here, still for the entirety of this episode. You know, I just really like
Still there.
It's the true MVP.
Oh, this brings up. This brings up so many memories. Look at this, man. Look at these pictures on the right hand.
Oh wow.
Yep.
Fulgore
Yeah.
was my dude, man.
Holy.
Fulgore, dude. I haven't played Killer Instinct in a while, man. It's
I've
a
never
long
played
time.
Killer Instinct.
Okay, so Nintendo 64. It would have to be.
Dude, they have Killer Instinct in the arcade that I am wanting to work at.
They do.
They do, man.
Dumb question.
gosh, yeah.
Nintendo 64 was the 3-pronged controller.
Yeah.
That was.
The original Smash Bros. Melee. That's just.
Dude, bro.
That's the only game that I enjoyed
Dude.
on that
Wait, was
console.
it Smash? Was it called Melee or was it Brawl?
It was Melee.
Yeah, Smash Bros. Melee. That was my. I can remember like the McDonald's that I went to back in Long Beach, California. They used to have like Nintendo 64s you could play inside the McDonald's.
No, sorry. Melee was GameCube, I think, and then the original Super Smash Bros. was N64.
Was it just Super Smash?
It was just Super Smash. That's it.
Yeah, I think it's just Super Smash Bros.
Okay, so now moving on to the GameCube. Legend of Zelda: Wind Waker.
Dude, Wind Waker was so good, man.
Oh my gosh, dude! I if I think too much about it, I'll probably cry just about all the good memories. It's a good game, man.
We've cried so much at this podcast already.
I've not shed one tear in this podcast yet.
Well, you just did.
And then I'll just go off of consoles I've had.
Yeah,
because if I go in like each separate console, it's gonna be a long.
No, you're good.
I had the Xbox 360, Gears of War.
Dude, Gears of War was so fire, man.
Gears of War 2. I really enjoyed Gears of War 2.
Yeah,
and Halo 3.
Halo 3 and,
Dude,
and Reach.
Iconic.
I played Halo 3
Yeah.
so much, man.
There was no one in our city that played Halo 3 more than Nathan.
Yeah, dude, over 10,000 hours.
He literally changed his name to Halo Wars 008.
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah.
088. 088 or 008?
088.
Yeah, 0888, I think. Yeah.
Have you taken on? We should do like a Twitch stream where you guys take on that challenge.
What's the challenge?
The $20,000 challenge.
No.
play.
No.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
So,
no, I don't.
Moist Critical, a pretty popular YouTuber in the video game scene, just news in general. He posted a challenge.
Yeah. That challenge,
Halo
2 to play Halo 2 on like Legendary with like all the skulls.
13 skulls.
Except for the one that gives you the camouflage. Light camo or something like that.
Moist Critical, I'm not going to do that, man. I'm sorry. No.
And the challenge is to beat the whole campaign without dying once.
Dude, no. I can't.
And you start off with like your health going beep.
Yeah,
beep,
exactly.
Beep,
I'm not
which,
doing
which,
that,
which
man.
is like 1 or 2 hits from death.
Yeah. No,
and like
I'm not doing that.
It's so overpowered.
Sorry.
Okay, so I did not have a Wii U. We have a Nintendo Switch in the house.
But have you played it?
Yeah, I played it quite often.
Mario Kart 8?
Mario Kart 8
I lost
is
it.
fun.
I have
Mario
the Switch.
Party.
I lost mine.
Mario Party is fun. How do you lose a whole Switch?
No, not the Switch. The game.
Oh,
it's a very small game.
You lost the game?
I lost the game. I got to buy it again.
Dude,
Oh,
I just lost the game.
I just lost the game.
Oh,
I just lost the game, dude. I just lost the game.
Anyone that's under 18 is not going to understand that. They're gonna continue winning.
They're gonna be like, what? What's that? Let me go back to TikTok.
Okay, literally look up the game and know why you lost.
Yeah.
And then for Xbox One, I haven't really played my Xbox One once. So I guess the Star Wars Battlefront 2 on Xbox One I played. That was pretty fun.
That's cool.
It's so fun that you haven't turned your Xbox One on since.
Dude, I don't have the time to game, dude.
Savoring the experience, man. Just like
I would love to have the time to game, but I got a kid.
Yeah,
the time's not there.
One time I played a game so great, never played it again.
Mine would probably be an entire podcast, to be honest, because like I have a lot of favorite games.
Okay, so now here's a hard one. Now let's draw it down to one.
To one? Dude, I can't think of any other game except for Marvel vs. Capcom 2!
That is such a fun game.
Never played it, too!
Also, Carlos or Kyle, if you can find that voiceover on Marvel vs. Capcom, because that is an actual voice file. Just place it over my...
You don't have to shove that mic in the freaking... or laptop in the mic, Carlos. I'll find it.
Okay, you'll find it.
I'll listen to the...
And
no,
place it
I'll
over my
forget.
voice.
I'll probably forget.
You'll probably forget.
You're asking a lot of me, Nathan. I don't know, man.
We're asking a lot of each other this whole entire podcast.
Hey, you just do this.
So there's like a PT Cruiser right there.
PT Cruiser
right here is just balling.
And you got like 5 million curse words to bleep out.
I have at least like 5 million. Obviously, my favorite game is League of Legends. League of Legends. I know it's toxic. I know it's hard to get into. I know that it's not the best game for a lot of people. I know nobody likes it.
I hate the League community, man.
The amount of times I've heard Kyle say, "Dude, I'm quitting League of Legends."
Well, here's the thing. I don't know, man. It's just
quits for 1 month and goes back to League again.
I did. I've done that a lot. Well, here's the thing. I don't get that kind of like fun out of any other game that I've ever played.
There's a lot of strategy.
There's a lot of strategy.
There is.
And yeah.
Oh, speaking of strategy, actually, my current game that I'm actually really into is Final Fantasy 14. So
I was surprised when you didn't say Final Fantasy as like your favorite game of all time.
No, because I was thinking of Marvel versus Capcom 2!
And on that note, guys, thank you for listening to BOFFcast and coming out to our now 8th episode.
This is our 8th
Ballin',
podcast.
boys.
What the heck?
What the heck are we doing with our... We got 8 on 2 hands. Pretty soon we're going to need 3 hands, and then we'll need 4 because we're going to keep popping them out. We're going to
pop them out just
We're
for
going to
you.
record. We're going to record.
We're going to record.
So
and record the next day, and the next day,
and the next day, and then you go to the gym the next day.
Hey, hang on. So I think...
I know how we feel.
So I know how we feel.
I think there are 8 characters in X-Men versus Street Fighter!
That was also a BA game.
It was.
Okay, so until next time, Nathan, where can people find you?
I streamed once last week. I will try to stream again on twitch.tv / Captain Poodle Hats.
Really?
Yeah, CPT Poodle Hats.
Okay, and anywhere else people can find you? Social media?
Social media, I don't use it except to promote BOFFcast. So if you try to add me on there, you'll see BOFFcast post. Because that's literally it. It's BOFFcast post.
And BOFFcast posts and talking about like the hangover ramen I made you.
Yeah. Oh, dude, that hangover ramen.
We got
so good.
Okay. So next podcast we got to talk about your bachelor party.
Oh, we do.
I can't believe we forgot to talk about it.
Oh man, we just have to record another episode tomorrow.
Okay, or just start a new one right now. I'm just kidding.
Hey guys, what? Oh my
dad would kill me.
No, he would not. He would not allow.
He probably wouldn't kill me, but he'd be pretty upset.
All right, guys, you can also find me on Instagram at CPT / Poodle Hats.
Okay.
CPT / Poodle Hats.
Okay,
so long name.
So he's memeing right now, but you can find me at cpt.poodlehats.com / poodle hats / Halo War 088.
Halo War 088. Thank you guys so much for coming.
We're at BOFFcast, Miho's Life. That's it.
BOFFcast, Miho's Life, and Rain Cool. Let's go, guys.
That's all that matters. Until next time.
Peace, love, and chicken
Capcom.
We love you guys. See you next time.
See you guys.